Hello everyone, it's Nady, and today we'll be testing out the Lime Crime Venus Vivid palette. As you beautiful people know, this is about the products, not the people behind them. Any tiff you may have with them, please cast it away because this is a channel of positive energy. Okay? Thank you. So, how are my favorite little bitches doing today? I hope everybody is wonderful. I myself am fabulous. I've got my coffee here. I've already chugged like half of it, which is like 4 shots of espresso. Ooh, it is such a fucking snack of a day outside, like so gorgeous. I am so pumped to film my videos, go maybe sunbathe later, expose my nips. It's been a great weekend so far. I've already had 2 photo shoots for my upcoming palette. Even though my highlighters aren't set to relaunch and my palette isn't set to launch for several more months, I'm so sorry, but I can at least get to work on the promos and stuff, so it's been a great week. Holy fuck, I'm warm. I think I might have to turn the air conditioning up. Hold on. Nope, just kidding. It's cheaper to run my fan, so I have it pointed towards me. I'm so sorry if you can hear that shit in my microphone. But I'm also going to be testing out the new Fenty foundation alongside of this wear test, so I don't want to be sweaty. Right now, I feel like I just ran a small marathon or was the star in a bukkake. Either way, I'm really fucking pumped for this palette. Not gonna lie, I do not even remember what the fuck it looks like. I do have 2 other Venus palettes, which I love those so much. Like, oh my god. They are beautiful. So I thought before we go ahead and look at the reviews and stuff on this, we could open it up and I could get a first reaction before I see it online. So here we have it. Very nice. I love the packaging. I'm assuming this is probably gonna be bright colors because it's like neon on the front. So here we go. Oh fuck, that's beautiful. Wow. Okay, but on camera, do these yellows not look the exact same right there? I mean, maybe they don't to you, but they do to me. Okay, I think this yellow might be more like a greenish yellow, and this one's straight up like lemon head yellow. And no, I'm not talking about giving a lemon a blowjob, I mean like the candy. Ooh, lemon head blowjob. Is that a thing? That doesn't sound pleasant, it sounds sticky, and not the good kind of sticky. Anyways, these do look very, very pretty. I don't know that there's like enough in here to do a full look. This might be more like a supplemental palette, which honestly, I'm not even mad about. Like, I feel like a lot of people have so many palettes that they could just pull a few transition shades from and then come to this for the bright poppin' colors. I used to be kind of like a one and done hoe, but anymore, I don't really care. And it doesn't have a smell. It doesn't smell like limes or crimes. Oh my god, bad dad joke. But it doesn't smell like glue either. I know that one of my palettes had like a really, really bad chemical fragrance to it and I had to let it air out for a few. But this shit smells good. Well, not like good, it just doesn't smell bad. So now that we've seen this with our own eyeballs, let's hop onto the website. Where did I order this from? Let's go to Ulta.com, type in Lime Cream. There is the Venus 3 palette, which I do have. I reviewed it on here. I love it. I'll try to link it up there if I remember. I probably won't. Then I have the OG one. I don't have the 2. Where's this one? Oh, there it is. Okay, this retails for $38. Oh my god, did I pay that much for this? Well, I must have. They all retail for that much. I don't know if you can order this from the Lime Crime website, but on Ulta it just says online only, and it has 1 review. What the fuck is up with that bullshit? It has 1 5-star review, which just says the colors are amazing and the sparkle is on point. That is not helpful. This also says put a Lime Crime twist on ultra modern vibrancy with the opaque performance of intensely bold shadow hues with the Venus Vivid Pressed Powder Palette. Radiate into a contemporary work of art once you've dipped into the Venus Vivid palette. Why do they have a question mark instead of an apostrophe? Like, look at that shit. That is not correct. She vibrantly exudes a present-day take on Roy G. Biv. Oh, it took me a second. Okay, in matte, metallic, shimmer, and foil finishes. So there's red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo. No, we are missing some Roy G. Biv colors here. Okay, any fucking who. Oh my god, I just spit. Grunge gets intensely flashy with this luminous palette. Venus Vivid complementarily, what the fuck? Maybe I'm just having a brain fuck up and I use that word all the time, but it just looks weird. Complementarily. No, I don't say that word like ever. This complementarily illuminates and sweeps on richly pigmented color that doesn't, once again we have a question mark as an apostrophe, fade or fall out to endlessly create and draw attention to your makeup designs. That's not a good description. I'm just gonna throw that out there. It doesn't mention any kind of special primers or whatever, but I do see that this does have dimethicone in it, so if you have a silicone allergy, stay the fuck away from her. Oh, and now I see this is a pressed powder palette, not an eyeshadow palette, which means that it's probably vegan. Yes, it is, and it's cruelty-free, but usually they have to say pressed pigments because they're made with dyes versus things like carmine, which is not vegan, so sometimes these are a little bit more finicky to work with, but we will still try this little bastard out. I do, though, want to see if there's there's any kind of reviews on any other website, because that 5-star review, that's not doing it for me. Fucking A, their website only has 1 5-star review as well. Well, really, that's no biggie because it doesn't matter that much anyways, but sometimes the reviews have sexy little tips on here that help us better work with this, but we'll just go into this blindly, no biggie. And normally I do the swatches on my arm and just hold that bitch right in front of the camera, but because there's so few of these, we may as well just do live swatches. So I am super excited and Trey pumped to swatch and do a look with this bitch. You guys know the song. Are you ready? It's swatching time. Alright, so I have nothing on my arm. Sometimes I'll go in with a primer, but lately I feel like the primers just fuck things up too much. Like, it'll make the mattes darker, but it'll make the shimmers look amazing. So I've been going in with a bare-ass bald arm, so we'll keep doing it that way. We'll get you zoomed in even farther. Is that another reflection? The sun is kind of going down, so it's creeping in my window. Hold the fuck up. Heaven forbid any sunshine or light touches my skin. Let's start with Betty, and ooh, that's pretty. It's kind of really not that pigmented. Let me dip a little bit more. All right, well, I don't know what you're seeing, but I can tell it's kind of splotchy on my finger. No biggie, because as we all know, swatches really don't mean jack shit. It's how they perform on a brush that matters. So there is Betty. Now we have Flutter. That feels very, very nice. A beautiful kind of shimmer. I mean, it is very, very difficult to fuck up a shimmer. Then we have Starburst, very pretty as well, and Luxe. Oh, Luxe is actually kind of splotchy, and it's a shimmer. That's very odd. Okay, let's see. Let's put that right there, and we'll put that right there, and there, and there, and those actually look really fucking great. I mean, maybe the slightest bit patchy, but then again, there's no primer or anything. This is just over bare skin. So I really am not mad so far. Now I've got my clean fingers. Let's go in with Limelight. We have, ooh, a really pretty kind of candy apple green. Wait, no, I think a candy apple is red, like one of those gag balls. This is like a green apple. Now we have Happy Place. Very pretty. Once again, kind of not like super duper pigmented. If it's gonna focus, there we go. Now we have Super Bloom. Ooh, I think that might be a duochrome. It kind of goes from tangerine to gold. And lastly, we have my favorite, Sassy. She has some serious pigment to her. Go with a green right there. Very nice, very pretty. There, there, and there. I feel like once they're like on the skin, they look a million times better than how they did on the fingers. Maybe they just need rubbed out a little bit. I mean, would anybody ever say no to a good rub out? But I am going to be filming a foundation review with this. I'm testing out the new Fenty Beauty foundation. So I'm going to go ahead and take off the rest of my makeup, remove these swatches from my hands. And when you see me, I'm probably going to have either a good or bad foundation on my skin. Don't quite know yet, but I will see you in just a second and we can hop into the look. Although before I come back, I do want to let you know that that pink is going to stain your eyes if you're prone to staining. I mean, there are ways to make shadows not stain, and it doesn't look that terrible on my hand right now because I did kind of rub off the skin, but typically pressed pigments also means that they're gonna dye your skin. So just be aware of that. I myself have no issue with that. I'm very used to it, but if you're somebody who's maybe newer to makeup or just don't know that things can dye your skin, these probably will, or at least that pink will. Okay, now for real, I'll see you in a second. Hi babies, we are back with a little bit of foundation and face on, and now I'm just priming my eyes with this NYX primer, whatever the fuck this is. But with this stuff, I like to take it all over the eye because I get these weird little lines when I squint in my eyes, and then it kind of leaves like tiger stripes. So fucking weird. So I'm gonna make sure this is all over, and then I like to take a little bit underneath as well. And I'm not sure what eyeshadow I want to use for this. I was gonna dip into the new Jeffree Star Morphe palette, which, fun fact, I am doing a giveaway. I'm giving away the new Jeffree Star Morphe Artistry palette and the new brush set. All the details are down below. Good luck to everyone. I know not everyone is gonna hop on and watch that review, so I just want to give as many people a chance to win as possible. Oh my god, let me get the foundation off my lips. It looks like a puckered ass. I think we are going to try to use just this palette, and maybe we'll do like an eeny, meeny, miny, mo thing and like just randomly pick. Ooh, is that a terrible idea? Probably. We're gonna do it. So I think let's start with blue in the crease, and I'm not exactly certain how to work these because they are pressed pigments, and sometimes sometimes pressed pigments you have to like lay down and then blend out. But I'm gonna go in with a fluffy brush into Betty, and I'm gonna try laying that down right in the crease. So I'm gonna take it back and forth. Oh, fuck. That is very patchy, which is super typical of blue. So I'm gonna blend it out and then keep going in with more. Hopefully the more I blend it, the less patchy it'll become. Blues, though, are very, very, very kind of difficult to make. I don't know why, but they really don't react like normal shadows do. But now that it's kind of packing on, it is still doing the tiger stripe thing right in my inner eye, but it seems to be blending out pretty well, or at least as well as a blue will. I'm gonna take a clean, fluffy brush and just blend the edges out a little. My god, if I keep applying any more, I feel like I'm gonna look like Endora off of Bewitched. But alas, I am gonna go in with more just so that it's super duper saturated, but I'm more gonna kind of like tap it on, hoping that maybe it won't be splotchy if I do it that way. And that does seem to help, like it's going on very, very nicely. It's just that I've got really, really harsh edges, and when I blend those edges out, that's when it gets kind of splotchy. So it does take a little bit of finessing, but that's okay. Hopefully we'll get there. It's not like this is a whole fucking palette of blue, so I feel like we can work with this. You have to really dig your brush in there, but when it's on the brush, it doesn't seem to be like falling out on my face or anything, despite the fact that I did have to pick up quite a bit. So that shit is definitely something that I can appreciate, because I am testing out a foundation, and I swear to fucking god, if this shit gets ruined, I'd be so pissed. But this seems to be playing very, very nicely on the eye, so I'm quite happy. Like, it does not stay that color when you blend it out. It almost turns more of like a green, but it's still a really pretty color. If you can see on my brush right there, maybe to you it does look the same as what's in the pan, but to me it's super kind of like, I don't know, maybe seafoam? I'm not mad about it because there is a green in this palette, so it'd probably go together quite nicely. But there we have the blue. I like it. And now I'm gonna go ahead and cut a crease. I'm so sorry for always doing a cut crease on this channel, but it really allows me to put way more colors in there, and that way I can test more of them for you. I realize very few people actually do cut creases in real life, but honey, we are on YouTube and everything is extra. Okay, let me just sip my coffee. So I think first I'm gonna dip into Limelight. Ooh, damn, she got some kickback. I'm gonna take that and put it right on the inner, like, maybe third of my eye. And it's not the most pigmented color in the world, even though I'm like really going in hard and it's going onto a damp concealer. I am having to pick up like a literal shit ton, and there's kind of a lot of it that's just blowing off back into the pan. But once you have it on the eye, it's pretty. You just have to really pack it on, and because it is going on that damp concealer, it is turning a bit darker. Next in the middle, I'm kind of feeling maybe like a yellow. Sorry, bad Adele joke. But with a dry flat brush, I'm gonna dip into Luxe, and I'm gonna start right on the edge of the green and kind of work it in there, and then go maybe to like right there. This might be easier to apply with my finger, although not a lot wants to go on my finger. It's not a typical shimmer. Like normally for me, shimmers are like super creamy and like really pigmented, but this one, it's not like that. But you can easily apply it with your fingers, so I'm just gonna tap it on and kind of work it into that green. No, I think my brush did a better job. Oh my god, I just noticed it had one of those. Get out there, you bitch. Oh, I can see myself so much better now. And then just for shits, I'm gonna take a little bit of Sassy and kind of tap it right here on the outer corner. Right about there. I'm hoping it'll mix with that blue and kind of maybe make a purple. It's like so many colors going on right now. I wonder what a little bit of Happy Place would also look like in the middle. Yeah, okay. I feel like a 1950s drag queen snorted me up and burped me out. For the lower lash, I don't think we've used Starburst yet, so let's start with that. And I'm just gonna take that and blend it right in between the eyelashes and then start to smoke it down. Ooh, that's a pretty color. It's kind of like salmon. For liner on the lower lash, I'm gonna go in with this Jeffree Star Ice Tray Liquid Lippy. And then I'm also gonna take some of Flutter and just gently smoke it out right underneath that. Oh, Nick Snyder just texted me. That great hunk of spunk. Ooh, what a pretty fucking wing. And here we are with the final look. For lips, I went in with L'Oreal's Infallible, what the fuck is this? Sweet Tooth, and mixed that with Jeffree Star's Diva. And I'm just gonna give my face a little squirt with this Gerard Cosmetics and Rich Luxe Slay All Day. This is in Mint Chocolate Chip. Oh my god. What the fuck? That smells so good. Okay. It's like I kind of want to eat it. Like, oh, It doesn't taste good, but it smells great. You know what? Just maybe a... Oh, wow. Okay, so this look, I actually kind of like it. Like, it's weird and different, but really colorful. And I think I ended up using, like, every shade except maybe that orange. Did I use that orange? I don't think I did. Fuck. Either way, though, I still like the look. But is this palette perfect? No, it is a pretty typical colorful palette, but there's something about it, and I'm not sure what it is, that doesn't make me want to reach for it. I'm not sure if I feel like I could get this cheaper, and that's what's making me feel a little bit weird, because I'm pretty sure you could probably get the same look with like a NYX palette. Are they anything outstanding? No, but are they good? Yeah. I will admit though, I'm not totally in love with these shimmers. Like, they're not super creamy, they're not the most pigmented. They're pretty, but to me they're nothing special, and they make up half the palette. So if something is half the palette and it doesn't wow me, then I'm kind of like, ugh. The mattes, I think they're really good. I love that I was able to create kind of like this purple with that pink and blue. That green did take a little bit of work and layering, but we got there. This reddish salmon color blended out effortlessly underneath my eye, even though you can't really see it a lot because I did put that liner on and then blended that out with Flutter. But what I really like about this palette is that even though you do only get a few shades, you can actually create a lot of other different shades. Like, you can mix the green and the blue to make like a cyan. You might be able to mix this yellow and pink to make an even brighter red. I don't know, for as simple as it is, I feel like you can get quite a few looks out of it. Is it the best colorful palette out there? No. And I do feel like you could get a better bang for your buck. You saw how it was kind of patchy, but you had to layer it, but we got there eventually. So yeah, it's not perfect, but I do like it. Is it something that I'll regularly use? Probably not. Whereas the other Lime Crime palettes, I do actually use quite frequently, but I will keep this in my collection for days when I want a little pop of color on the eyeballs. Do I think it's worth the money? Honestly, no. This to me feels more like, I don't know, a $20 or $25 palette. I don't really know why, but just looking at it, it doesn't feel like what I paid for it. And really, I don't think it performed like the price that it was either. I'm kind of on the fence because it's not like it's a shitty palette. Like, I enjoy this look and it was pretty easy to get to, but then there's so many palettes out there with similar colors that I would probably reach for over this. But I do also want to add that there wasn't much, if any, fallout during the whole eye look. Like, I did not have to wipe anything away. I think at one point there may have been a tiny bit of blue right there. In fact, it might still be there, but for the most part, this had no fallout. It had a lot of kickback in the palette, but I don't give two shits about that as long as it doesn't end up on my face. So I feel like that definitely earned some brownie points. So yeah, there you go. It's really not a yay or a nay. I'm sorry. But there you go. Like always, please be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell down below so that you're notified anytime I upload a new video. Don't forget my newest collection of highlighters, including Black Ice, which does change from black to white, is available at thepopluxe.com. Also, my latest album, Kiss of Fame, is available everywhere online that music is sold. Thank you so much to everyone who's supporting them. Comment down below, let me know what you thought of this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter at OfficialLady, and you can follow me online at thepopluxe.com. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and I will see you again soon. Bye!